Welcome back, my friends, to everything you didn't know about the Blair Witch. We are here at episode 8. Congrats, guys. This is awesome. We're at episode 8. So, I want to just do a nice marketing wrap up here. Alright? Clearly, they have built the lore. Alright? First, they release all these books, comics, stuff about things in the news. They're starting to slip out, here and there. But no one's actually talking about the project much. They're just talking about, hey, some people might be missing. We're not really sure what's up yet, but we're gonna update as we go. Obviously, they don't have any answers yet about any of them, so they're just gonna go by the whole, oh yeah, we're gonna act like they're missing and stuff for this movie, apparently. That doesn't mean that I believe these things. I'm just reporting what they all say on the internet, which isn't always the truth, my friends. Alright? So let's have some real belief and bow down to the Blair Witch because I welcome the Blair Witch, alright? I have some love for this Blair Witch. She's vindictive, she's mean spirited, and she's gonna get that revenge, son, at some point. But I'm here to talk about what leads up to at least the most famous movie, which will be The Blair Witch Project. Now, most of this marketing that we've gone over has been books, comics, lore, tons of different things here, okay? But it's all a lot of it, I want to say 90% of what we've talked about has been released before the Blair Witch Project or right as the Blair Witch Project was coming out or getting more popular. But still, likely, most of it is 1999. At least the beginning of a lot of series, the book series and stuff, I mean, the comics were already building some, backstory stuff, and then the website was obviously I mean, everybody was all over AOL, MySpace, ah, yeah, girl. But we were all up in that Blair Witch website, checking everything out, totally wrapped up in the story. Because who knew if it was real or not? I They all have been putting on a show, but then again, you can't fake some of the film. Uh, uh, we'll be talking about in my review of the Blair Witch Project, which will be my next video, so don't y'all worry. That shall be coming, okay? Now, alright, so I think the hype started a little bit more when they finally fake released the fact that the three of them had gone missing and slipped it into real news articles and sort of almost blackmailed the Burkittsville News about it, saying that they must have gone missing in the Black Hills and that, of course, it must have had to do with the Blair Witch because they wanted to up that lore and try to, you know, I guess spice up a story for the movie because it's all marketing. But do we believe it? That's for us to decide later on. Because I shall debate some of these things later. But I have to give the facts that are out there on paper, even though I love all these movies. And I ain't gonna hide my opinions on them. But I got to give what's on paper and what's out there from the sources. Sorry. It sucks when you actually believe in the Blair Witch, you know? Because, like, everybody hates, but they don't know. They ain't never been to the Black Hills. I, and maybe that's what we're going to be doing at the end of this series. Should be sticking around for it. I Now, the catalyst to all of this was obviously they gone missing, and that sort of like upped the whole white people are missing thing. Oh my god, let's push this into the media, even though it was fake and used for the movie, technically, by the book and by the sources. Okay. Basically, we've got a master marketing in place here. Alright? Nobody has really pulled this off by word of mouth and this sort of found footage horror before. So, honestly, there's many other big, deeper videos and deep dives, and I'm gonna probably try to drop a few into the description after I release this in a bit. I'll kind of make sure I do a little search and kind of give some praise to some other people out there who did the whole 40 minutes of this sort of thing. But before we move on to this review of The Blair Witch 1999, and I take care of a couple things we're gonna have to talk about that you don't know about The Blair Witch 1999. That's gonna be in our next video. But the Blair Witch is watching. Have a good night. Storytime loves you. Tuck you in. But she woman. Visit.
smoke it up in the Big EC. I've got all my bitches here with me. The blunts and the cigs, that's what she digs. Hojas!